You guys loved the last Simpsons Fortnite video, so I'm back with another one. And this time, we're finishing the town square, because so many of you commented that I was missing Jebediah's statue. Did I knowingly omit the statue and plant a donut in its place to trap you all into commenting? Or did I procrastinate building the statue and run out of time? Either way, I'm fixing that. And adding on a couple more buildings, characters, and loot from Fortnite Simpsons, so let's do this. First of all, the new Simpsons update turned all the water purple. But how did we get here? Well, just like the movie Jurassic World, it all happens because of a candy bar.
There's still some candy left in that candy bar wrapper. So many regrets.
And now he kind of looks like the bonus Battle Pass Homer skin covered in nuclear ooze. I'd do this to Marge and the others, but the stuff is kind of sticky. Yeah, this is gonna have to get washed. But to explain what happened with the nuclear power plant, we first need to build Kang and Kodos, the green aliens from The Simpsons. They come across Jonesy and Hope fighting a demon and accidentally release a crystal known as the 0 Point Shard, which is the main lore item in all of Fortnite that causes every single update that takes us into a new chapter.
God, I love exposition.
To build these green aliens, I'm gonna use these green tentacular pieces. I found all my green parts and put together a base with some slopes for their little leg tentacles. Then I used this large round plate for the base of the big glass helmets that they wear to breathe whatever it is they're breathing in there. Using some of these teeth and a few snot bricks, I can add these leaves on for their ears and one big eye right in the middle of its face. These glass pieces with a clear dish on top works great for their helmets, and for the finishing touches, the arm tentacles. Then you just copy and paste that, if only I had the right colors, and we have both Kodos and Kang, or is that Kang and that one's Kodos? I'm not really sure. The demon launches them into an interdimensional portal, and they end up right above Springfield for the ultimate cynical brand mashup.
The radio is saying if you find a glowing shard, call the police.
And thus we have the 0 Point Remote. I thought that was a better name than calling it the Re-Shard. But what does it do?
A lot of power, all right. Now we're remoting.
Oh, go wild.
I'll save this for later, baby.
Homer heads off to our next location, which is Moe's Bar. And the bartender, Moe, has never been created in LEGO.
I'm Mo, or as the ladies like to call me, hey you behind the bushes.
But now it exists as a Fortnite minifigure outfit. But unfortunately we still don't have a physical minifigure of Moe, so let's build his bar instead by Ben Builds Lego, and you can find his instructions on rebrickable.com. So now, without further ado, let's go to Moe's.
I have been zinged and I love it.
In the front, we have these stained glass windows because I don't think he likes natural light very much, and inside we have the $10,000 love tester machine. Over here, there's a purple pool table, and we have booths with additional seating for those hot Tuesday nights. There's a karaoke machine and a payphone, along with Moe's phone.
Is Seymour there? Last name, Butt.
See more butts? Hey everybody, I wanna see more butts!
We of course have 6 bar stools for the 6 regulars that come here every single day. The only thing that these guys are drinking is Duff. I mean Slurp, because Duffman, the beer mascot from Simpsons, has been transformed all over the map into Slurp Man, complete with a blue cape and hat. And you'll notice that all the signs say Slurp instead of Duff, except for this one right here.
Ooh, Easter egg!
The most impressive part of this building is the brick-built sign out front, which looks so good and lasts a lot longer than a sticker. This one has character, okay?
It's got wabi-sabi.
Now that Homer is full of slurp, I think he's ready to make a lot of good decisions, like turning the scientist into a banana, transforming clouds into donuts, and a few other things.
He dropped a huge cream pie on me. I'm a clown. It's only funny when I throw the pie.
The town decides that Homer needs to stop. So what do? Run and hide! So I built this upgraded Hedge meme using the instructions from JK Brickworks, who's an absolute whiz with Technic and gearing features, and this one is way more satisfying, turning each individual leaf just enough to let the Homer minifigure pass through the bushes. Now that's good coverage. But he still has the shard and needs to get rid of it.
I can toss this where I dump all my garbage. So long, Trouble!
And that brings us all the way back to the beginning, where Homer lets the 0 Point Shard fall into the nuclear plant and causes absolute havoc. An army of zombie-like Homer clones appear all over the map. But fortunately, we have Officer Wiggums coming to the rescue with his slow-mo kill switch revolvers. These clones have basically taken over the town square. So let's build the town square in LEGO, and then I can finally set things right by adding in the statue. This is the literal town square, complete with roads on the sides, some bushes along the grass, and a few park benches, chests, and ammo. In the middle is the pedestal for Jebediah, Obadiah, Zachariah, Jedediah Springfield.
What's up, brother?
I'm not your brother.
Yes, that's his full name. He's standing on business on a bear that he supposedly took down with his bare hands, so I made the little bear arms and legs hanging off the sides of the pedestal. Building the statue, he's got one foot on the top of the bear's head, a body, an arm pointing up to the sky,
What's up, brother?
and an arm that's resting on his hip. But I don't have like a good headpiece for this, so... Still a lot better than a donut. A noble spirit embiggens the smallest man. And that man actually attacked George Washington and was a pirate. But we choose not to tell that part of the story. Now that we have the town square, I can add in our other buildings from the previous video, like Krusty Burger, and on the right we have the Quickie Mart. In between, I'll place our brand new building, Moe's, along with this cool billboard showcasing some recent improvements. And now, this place is really starting to shape up, but I've still got some room along the sides for 2 more buildings seen in game. Over here, we're gonna place the Durburger, and I wanted to create some rivalry to the Krusty Burger since there's such a strong food theme in this season and in Fortnite overall. We've got our checkered floor here with a modular second floor where you can find some chests just like you would in-game. Or I suppose you could just bust through the ceiling. With tons of brown parts that definitely didn't break along the way. And our sign is a super cute mini Durburger build that goes right here on the top. This Durburger restaurant is going to occupy the space directly to the right of our Quickie Mart. Adding in some tiles and a few plants helps to connect this to the town square, and now we have room for one more location over here. The bird. Remember the chicken mascot that looks like a turd? I built his cute little face and placed him on some round yellow parts to make the Bird-E-Mart signpost, which once again rivals the Quickie Mart, being both catty-cornered and similarly named. This gives us just the right amount of Fortnite and Simpsons all in one location to really tie this place together in the ultimate brand mashup. We've got some fuel pumps over here and a full-serve gas station with a few items inside. One of the things you'll notice in this area are the Burns mystery boxes, and you might even find one of the 2 legendary items like the deodorizer ray gun or the 5-gun, most famously created by Moe. I used a headlight brick to attach a handgun, revolver, SMG, and a pistol to the barrel of a shotgun, and this thing is crazy in game. I also gave Homer his all-purpose electric hammer for all your pounding needs. And we've got Homer's Lazyman toilet seat glider that we can make by adding a toilet seat, some popcorn, slices of pizza, and these wings below. But does he sit and glide or hang and glide? And now we have the ultimate Fortnite Simpsons scene just in time for the live event taking us into Chapter 7. That is, if they can shrink the incredible bulk down to size. Oh my god, this looks so cursed. And this live event takes place this weekend, so hopefully you've enjoyed playing this refreshing and also extremely sweaty season, and I hope to catch you in the next one. But until then, feel free to check out one of the videos that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy that's being shown to you on screen now. And don't forget to like the video.